Hey everybody, Terry Bradley here, 26golfer.com. Hey, real quick, video that I want to show you right now. Um, Popular teacher on Golf Channel. Not going to mention any names. I think you all know who he is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply show you position golf versus angle golf and let you decide which method is going to help you to get the muscle memory. We all know golf is muscle memory, okay? So I'm going to go over some key points and how this teacher is teaching golf. And we're going to, again, sort of compare the two and see which one is less confusing versus the other one that's sort of not confusing. I mean, not less confusing. See which one's less confusing and see which one is more confusing. Okay, so I'm going to start in the beginning. This is only going to take maybe three or 4 minutes. We're going to go over the highlights on what he discusses on the takeaway, the downswing, and the angles that he uses as he uses the PVC pipe here. Okay, so let's start the video and I'll show you what I mean.
Now, first test, can you move the bottom without moving the top? That's a mobility issue. A lot of people can't do that. I ask them to move the bottom without moving the top, and they say, how am I doing? I say, not very well, actually. You want to see, can you move the bottom without the top? And if you can do that, can you move the top without moving the bottom? Because those are essential parts of the golf swing.
Now, yes, those are essential parts of the golf swing, but the way he's doing it, the way he's really separating the two is not as important as now we're thinking it is. Okay, because we see him do that emphatically. And whether we can do that or not, it's not the point. The point is, again, we're seeing him do those two motions, the shoulders and the hips. We're seeing him do that so emphatically that now in our mind, we're thinking that that has to be in our golf swing. Okay, totally not the case. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so let's keep going.
The better the player, the easier that is, but please learn to do that. The pivot itself.
Let me fast forward here just a bit. I'm going to go to the real deal here. About right here. Now, he's going to be talking about the backswing. So let's let him continue. And I'm going to throw some still pictures in here on what he's actually doing. Okay, so let's get going.
Top turns well before the bottom.
Now, as you can see, that he says the top turns well before the bottom. Now, he's going to bring up the X Factor, Jim McLean. See how the X Factor is coming in. Okay, a coin phrase that really caught fire back in the day. Now let me do this. Let me come down here and see if I can't find what I'm looking for, because I want to show you some of his takeaways here. And again, not criticizing, just making sure that we understand that we're all on the same page. Okay, so I'm going to bring up a view here. Now, this is this teacher's takeaway. Okay, as you can see, it's one piece. It's nice and level. He's coming off the ball. He's on plane. But notice that he's well off the ball, but there's not a lot of separation from his shoulders and his hips. Okay, why is that? Because see, his right elbow is just now beginning to clear, or his rear elbow is just going to clear his rear side. Okay, so there's not a lot of separation here on the takeaway that he's telling you is happening. See, he's telling you that you're going to get all this separation on the backswing, but guess what? If the PVC pipes were in his loops, in his belt loops on his shoulders now, he would not have that much separation. So again, what I'm saying is, and I'm not trying to be picky, all I'm trying to do is say it's position, guys. It's not angles, because if we went by angles, we could never get into these positions. Okay? So let's continue. Okay? So as we continue through.
You can see that. In the backswing, the top turns before the bottom. Now, the reason I like using the PVC pipes, it's so easy to see. The top turns before the bottom, and it pulls the bottom around. Now, coming down, you want the bottom to at least...
Okay, you see how emphatically, again, he's doing the downswing. You see how the hips are just so separated from your shoulders. It's almost like it's a two-dimensional swing, okay? Again, if we look at these angles, we're confused because now we're thinking that we have to what? Emphatically move the hips first before anything else moves. Again, not correct. That's not right because it's not position. I mean, you can talk about angles all day long. Now let's take a look at what his downswing looks like in position. Okay, And that's all I'm looking for. I'm just looking for position with this video here. Let me move this over here and see. Okay, see if I can't get to some downswings. Okay, here's one. Here he's on the downswing. Okay, as you can see, he's in the slot. He's already in the slot position. Actually, his club's on a great angle because it's in the middle of his bicep. But notice there's, again, see how flat his feet are. See, his hips really haven't rotated. Everything is pretty much dropped, and see how his head now is behind the ball. Okay, but he doesn't say that. Okay, this is basically a 2-6 swing. Okay, again, I didn't invent the golf swing. I just labeled it 2-6 so we could all learn it. Okay, so there it is. There's the actual swing position, but notice what he's saying in this video. Again, the confusion comes in the angles, not in the position. So let's continue.
Begin to move before the top. Now, some people call that the X factor, and guess what? You can see why there. There is, well, I didn't mean the pun on the Y. You can see it's called the X factor because there is an X there. Jim McLean coined that many years ago. It's not the together factor.
Okay, now here again, right, it's not the together factor because if you moved your head in front, and the ball position's about here, as you can see a strike zone. If his head moves in front of the ball, then yeah, your club comes off plane. But if your head stays behind the ball, okay, then this PVC pipe is tracking to the inside and your club is on plane. Okay, but again, he doesn't say that. You're kind of hypnotized by the PVC pipes. You're kind of hypnotized by the angles and not the position. Okay, so let's continue.
It's the X.
Right there. Okay, right there. If he would tell you right here that your head stays behind the ball, all this happens automatically. This whole X factor thing happens naturally. Okay, the hips move out of the way naturally. The right side slows down. The head controls the weight coming through. Okay, again, that's position golf. Okay, I can teach that without PVC pipes. But again, we're so fixated on these PVC pipes that we don't see really what's going on in the position swing. Again, if I were to bring this this still picture back, this is his actual swing. This is 2-6, dropping the arms. The club drops on the pivoted plane. When I say drop the arms, I'm getting people telling me, well, you can't drop the arms straight down. Okay, the arms and the hands are dropping on the pivoted plane, guys. Okay, when you get to the top of your backswing, your arms and your hands are dropping straight down on the pivoted plane as your head slows the right side so everything can move through. Okay, that's exactly what's going on there. And if we were to continue in this gentleman's swing, again, he's basically coming into impact. Okay, the club is now the wrist and the shaft are now starting to come to the ball, and he's still what? He's still positioned over the ball to get power from the ground. His head position's behind the ball. That's causing all this to happen automatically. Again, it's 2-6. But again, you're hypnotized by the PVC piping, okay, that you really can't take your eyes off of. I get it. I've been there. Okay, so let's keep going.
Factor coming down. And as I keep coming through, the hips weren't turning away from the shoulders, and eventually the shoulders catch up and pass the hips. But there's one thing I also want you to look at. If we could go down the line camera, and this is a biggie, the top stick here, I turn back, the top turns, the bottom follows. The bottom. Again,
not as emphatic as you think. Okay, again, we're thinking too emphatically on this. So when you get to the driving range, you really can't piece this together because there's just too many moving parts, bottom line. Okay, let's keep going.
Bottom leads, the top follows, but watch this, watch this, watch this. The bottom stick runs into, the top stick runs into the bottom stick. That is huge. It's called.
Now, notice this. See how now there's no emphasis on the head position. What he's basically saying is that all these angles are going to take care of themselves, but they're really not. Because if they were, we'd be playing better golf. Notice his head position has moved well in front of his strike zone. It should be back here, because if he were to tell you that if your head stays back, slows your right side, or puts the brakes on the right side, which is what a lot of tour players term that, then all this happens automatically. You wouldn't have to have PVC pipes. You wouldn't have to have all these props. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. This is not angle golf. This is position golf in terms of how you're going to play better. Okay, so let's continue. And I'm going to wrap this up. This is running a lot longer than I thought.
Side bend. Don't do this. This is no good. The right side is too.
Again, real quick, you're right. The head has moved way in front of the ball. It's going to throw your entire swing plane off as a cast on the outside. You're right. You don't do that. Don't worry about that.
High, horrible, hideous, nasty. So the top turns, the bottom follows. The bottom leads, the top follows, but the top all...
Again, notice, all you have to say is the head stays behind the ball and all this happens naturally. Okay? End of show. Okay? No more airtime needs to be done. Now you can go out to the range and do what? You can practice on this, and then when you understand position golf, then you can take it to the golf course. Bottom line. Okay? Right here is exactly why 2-6 was conceived. Exactly why. Because teaching like this is confusing. It's not positioning. It's not getting you to muscle memory. It's getting you to think about all these PVC pipes. Now, to wrap this up, I'm going to show you what I mean, because as soon as he goes to perform a swing based upon what he teaches you, notice all the swing thoughts that he brings into play during his lesson. Okay, so let's finish this up.
Also tilts. It's that action there that's going to let me hit from down the...
Okay, I've got to do this. I've got a still picture on the actual. Let me see here. I'm going to show you what I mean. He just told you what that meant, and I'm sorry I'm all over the screen, guys, but I have to be. Sorry. Okay. No, not that one. Hold on just a second. Maybe I don't. Where is it? Hold on just a second. May not have it. But anyway, again, through impact, it's not as dramatic as you think. Okay, I don't think I have it. But anyway, maybe I can slow it down on his natural swing. So let's continue.
Planer from the inside. So I feel compelled after that to actually go ahead and hit one. I think I've got myself caught up on my microphone there. Let me just try and hit one with that, putting that together. As I said, every golf swing gets viruses, and you want this to be sort of an antivirus.
Hold on, guys. I was trying to speed it up. Hold on.
I want to see those PVC pipes across the body. I want the top to turn going back.
Okay. You notice what he said? He says, now you want to visualize all this. Okay. I'm sorry. Hold on just a second. Just a second. Sorry. Now notice what he said. He said he wants you to see all these PVC pipes in your swing, and I'll let him wrap this up. So here we go.
An antivirus sweep of your golf swing. So in my mind, I want to see those PVC pipes across the body. I want the top to turn going back. I want the bottom to turn going through. And I want the top pipe to bump into the bottom pipe on the way down. Okay, so
there you go. You got to take all that to the range. You have to take all that to the golf course. And on top of that, you want to play better golf. This is my point. And I'm sorry this has taken so long. This is my point exactly on why everybody's having more success with 2-6 than they are with any other teaching right now online. Bottom line. And I couldn't say that a year ago because I didn't have any evidence, but now I do. So this is it. So watch this video again as much as you need to. Understand. Well, I mean, don't get so wrapped up in the PVC. But what I'm saying is, again, this is why 2-6 was conceived. Okay. Now he just told you what to do. Now let's take a look at the instructor swing, and we'll see what we got. Okay, I caught him right there. Good. All right, the ball is well gone. The club's about here. Okay, look at the body positioning. Okay, I mean, it's a good hit. I mean, he has a great swing. Head's behind the ball, and he's an older golfer, so he's not going to have as much emphatic, movements through the ball. But notice how everything is stable. Notice how he's getting the power from the ground. He's moving through the ball, head behind the ball. I really don't understand why you need, well, I do understand he has a TV show, why you need all the PVC pipe, the beach balls, the hoops, and that kind of thing, okay? If you were to listen to that and try to take this to the range, it wouldn't work. The reason why I know it doesn't work is because it's not working. Again, so I hope you appreciated this, but I just could not resist not doing this because, again, I've lived through this years ago, just like all of you. A lot of you are now falling in love with the game all over again. That's really great. So I kind of didn't want this to go 15 minutes, but I think that each section really deserved a position answer. I believe that his angle golf deserved his position answer in terms of what we can actually see and what we can actually internalize in our minds. Okay? TerryBradley26golfer.com. Again, for those of you who haven't pre-registered for 26 Golfer, this is really going to be good. I'm changing my app format. I'm coming out with an app that I'm engineering myself that's really, really going to be great for 26 Golfer. So again, link the bottom of the click on the link at the bottom of the page below to get pre-registered, get signed up. I'm going to come out with a crazy founders offer to get all of us going, get all of us playing golf, get us in shape, get us some TPI fitness, get us some travel passes, and get all this stuff going so we can have a great time playing golf. Okay? Again, Terry Bradley, 26golfer.com, and I will talk to you on the next video.